Parents who say their kids won't eat or shower because they're addicted to Fortnite slam Epic Games with a lawsuit. Well, the first issue is that you can do something about it. You're the parents. Second issue is this is going a little far with won't eat because they do eat or they'd be dead. A Canadian Supreme Court, so we know who to blame. Ian.
Here we are.
Authorized a lawsuit against Fortnite's manufacturer, filed by Quebec parents who say their children became addicted to the video game. All right, let's talk about Fortnite for just a second. The trick is it's free to play, which means that you can go and it has millions and millions of players because you can get in the door. You can have a good time, good experience with it. But that does present problems insofar as you have more and more people engaging with the material that may or may not be sufficiently adult, especially kids, obviously, to make the determination of when to stop and do these things. That, to me, is what parenting is about. In July, 3 parents told Justice Sylvain Lucier that their children appeared to be severely dependent on Fortnite and stopped eating, sleeping, and showering as a result, BBC News reports. Canadian judges approved a class action lawsuit brought by 3 parents who say their children became addicted to the video game Fortnite. Players say their children would forego sleeping, eating, and showering because they were hooked on the game. Who among us has not foregone some sleep to do something that we are otherwise enjoying, whether that's finishing a movie, reading a book, or playing a video game? I don't think that there's anyone. So what we're really talking about is doing it over and over again, if at all, in order to get to a lawsuit level, right? The lawsuit is against the game's maker, Epic Games. Maker is much better than manufacturer, their Business Insider. In a statement, Epic Games said it had industry-leading parental controls that empower parents to supervise their child's digital experience, and they do. Now, what's interesting about that is that that's implicitly Epic Games saying, you have all the tools to stop this, and that's on you now. Epic is essentially saying here, that's a parental thing. We plan to fight this in court. We believe the evidence will show that this case is meritless. One of the children cited in the lawsuit played over 7,700 hours of the game in less than 2 years. Now, parents. Real talk here. 7,000 plus hours in 2 years, 3,500 hours a year. It's only 365 days a year. You're saying that your kid is playing 100 hours, like almost every day, right? Lawyer math. How can you not intervene on this stuff? How can you not take the game away? It's very hard for me to sit here and say a parent shouldn't step in there. It's not Epic Games' responsibility to raise your child. And I don't know if they have a legal liability for providing them a service that apparently you use to distract your kid for 7,000 hours. I don't know. The legal action claims the game was deliberately developed to be highly addictive. However, the court didn't agree with the parents' claims that Epic Games deliberately made Fortnite addictive. The court finds that there is no evidence for these allegations of the deliberate creation of an addictive game. This does not exclude the possibility that the game is in fact addictive and that its designer and distributor are presumed to know it. We accidentally made it addictive. I mean, that's going to really be a much trickier case to bring. The reason the parents come into court and say they deliberately made it addictive is because that is the easier case to bring. They are bad. He ruled that players who live in Quebec and experience symptoms of addiction after playing the Battle Royale edition of Fortnite since 1st September 2017 can join the legal action. So the last 5 years of Quebec citizenry that plays Fortnite can go try to get some money from Epic Games. Maybe. Interestingly, I don't know what the class parameters are because none of the reporters deigned to tell me other than September 1st and played Fortnite. So if that's the only parameter, yeah, if you've played Fortnite, you might go and say, I like money. Money's cool. Why don't you just sign up for this class action? If they get money, great. If they didn't, I'm not paying for the lawyers. You are paying for the lawyers if you win, but yeah, fair enough. It'll be very interesting to see what, if anything, comes of this particular case. But the fact the court says there's no evidence that they deliberately did this is, well, going to be a problem, I would imagine.